for this moment, and now they away.
When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are. Because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area. But they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
Jorge Arce's got some swelling that now you figure his opponent's going to target. Nice strike after catching one by Nonito Donaire. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Blocks away that headshot. Halfway through round number one. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the... There it is! He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Eddie, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Jorge Arce's now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
A headshot blocked. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
A good block.
Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
There it is! Jorge Arce's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Targets a counter overhand right. Jorge Arce's got his man off guard here. Just a good variety of punches he's bringing.
Yeah, you don't want to be predictable, and he's not predictable.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Right hand over the top. He counters back after denying his opponent's shot.
Teddy, I know he's up on the scorecards here. He's got to be up on the scorecards, but he is getting really pushed here.
Yeah, he is. You know, this is a development fight. This is a fight where You come out of it and you get better. That doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you just get another W. He is learning.
Just missed with that punch. Gets rid of that effort. Able to defend and then go on the offensive.
Keep moving.
Gives one. The right hand scores well. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Jorge Arce's last round is a good example of what can happen when you just stay active. He threw more punches, he landed more punches. You can see the punch stats here, and it really paid off for him.
Yeah, what's that old saying? With great power comes great responsibility, and with great punch stats or high punch stats comes danger sometimes. Well, I made that one up. I don't know if there's actually a saying for that. But that's where you got to be careful. Yeah, the punch numbers are real high, but the more you throw, the more chance of somebody catching you as you're throwing. He has to be aware of that.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes the guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous, but how hungry these guys are, how badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy, how they're going to be remembered.
Jorge Arce's got an eye that has a cut above it. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
A headshot blocked. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Blocked. Jorge Arce's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing
that you have incurred some serious damage. Look at that cut around the eye.
So for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood. How do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Able to cover up that gut. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Well, he's throwing it, but just missed. Isn't landing it.
Jorge Arce's got a real problem, and he knows it, because that eye is worsening, and if it seals all the way shut, if it's swollen that badly, we could see a stoppage in this fight.
Yes, we can. And right now, what should be seen is the corner of his opponent should see that advantage. And the fighter needs to see that advantage and be told that. And move to the right place, move to the side, and throw the kind of punches that can take advantage of that eye being closed.
Use your feet.
Good job fighting from the outside.
Jorge Arce's shown us that if he pulls this trigger, he's hitting that target. His accuracy is great.
Well, that's part of his ability. You know, I mean, it's not just his hand speed and that he's technically good. You know, he's got a little bit of pop, but he knows when to throw. See, that's important, Joe. Knowing when to let the hands go. He knows exactly what time it is.
Keep the head moving.
Way to block there. Halfway through this round here. Lands the counter. A headshot blocked. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Mistargeted.
I don't like this at all, Teddy. I mean, it's one thing to stand toe-to-toe. It's another thing to never even move. You got to show some movement.
Maybe he's break it down. Maybe he's already spit the bit. You know, if he falls down, everybody in the world's going to know that he let himself fall down. He gave up. But there's different ways, different phases of giving in. And this might be one of those phases.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
You need to block.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. 1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Nonito Donair's got to deal with a cut now above his eye. coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man, completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Good job protecting himself. Gets rid of that effort. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Well, here's the way we see it. He's down on the scorecards, has to have the knockout to win it.
Yeah, and he has to understand that. You know, the main thing is he hasn't given in. You know, he's still there trying, but he's in a desperate place. So what he has to do now is look for one spot. He remembers maybe something he saw early in the night where the guy pulls out his hand down a little bit and maybe he can time him stepping out.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. End of the round here as we're ringside at our fight night venue. Of course, we're on the road with you every step of the way with a fine crew. We got to give credit to the crew there. Robbie and Rick back in the production truck doing a nice job, all cramped up in a tractor trailer.
Yeah, they do a great job. They allow us to go on the air and allow us to do the fun part while they're doing the grunt work. They're doing all the difficult things back there. Of course, Mike, Ryan, all those guys. We appreciate you very much, and we're not taking you out to dinner tonight.
Blocks that punch. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Jorge Arce. Good block. Nonito Donaire is looking like a fighter that doesn't have much left. But, Teddy, he's been absorbing so much to the body. It's got to take its toll.
Yeah, it does. You know, it's starting to really break him down. I mean, it doesn't happen in one round. It started early. That's what good body work is. You start early. You understand that. And it pays off for you late. It's starting to pay off now.
Good job protecting himself. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Very nice defensive guard there. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Parries that punch intended for the head. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Good job protecting himself. Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is. Jorge Arce is your winner by a unanimous decision.
Well, he started going to the body, and it paid off for him, and it paid off for us. A good, solid fight.
It was indeed, and we're glad you were with us to witness it. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Giving you what you came for, giving you what you came for, giving you what you came for. What would we be good for if not giving you what you came for, giving you what you came for?